I miss the Drake that was rapping
but
for the rappers. I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kids. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's going to sound like hate.
It is.
It's not hate.
It's not hate. It is.
It's not hate.
Go find some niggas your fucking age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
That's not what keeps you. No, that's what keeps you popping.
These kids.
That's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All the older streaming music and buying it, Joe. No,
dog. All that y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this the golden child. Different set of rules apply.
Correct.
He's him. He is not one of them that y'all telling me about. I don't hold him there.
Dog, this album is going to be the most streamed album in Spotify history.
Cole was the only one. What is the last memorable hook you've heard from Drake? And I'm not trying to. That's my man. But I want to open up the discussion. Even when he used to do features, it was his dominant hook. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard a dominant hook from Drake in a long time.
That's a good point.
You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37 years old. Get the away from some of these younger niggas and stop these 25-year-olds. I'm listening to the album. Stop. Listen, overall, I do like the album. I do like the album, but I was let down.
Overall,
I was disappointed.
I don't.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I want to take y'all back to a memorable moment in my adolescence years real quick. 9/11/2001, when Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint album. And most definitely also that day, the attacks on the World Trade Center and the attempted attack on the Pentagon cost a lot of people their life. So most definitely, rest in peace to them and condolences to their families and everybody that was affected by that. God bless. But a heavy conversation in the rap game, besides the album dropping, was, did Jay-Z get ran by Eminem on his own song, Renegade? From the bus stop to on the bus to the schoolhouse to the barbershops, everybody was discussing this. And everybody was saying Eminem ran Jay-Z. Jay-Z started that song off with, they say that I only rap about jewels. Do you fools really listen to music or do you just skim through it? And I think at this time, what goes on in the world today and what's going on back then, fools just skim through everything. That's just how it is. We trained even more now to not really process the message, get the full context, and comprehend. And that most definitely happened a little bit here with Joe Budden critique on Drake for All the Dog album. And I'm going to have a link in the description from episode 664 of the Joe Budden podcast. Well, when Drake seen that go viral, he only saw one clip. And he might have responded anyways. I don't know how much of this is marketing. I don't know how much does Drake deeply feel this way, how he been going back at niggas lately in the media, or he understands this is what the times is. Everybody going back and forth on the internet, because he went directly and typed out a whole message, storyline, prompt to, movie, short, movie script and film at Joe Budden, telling him you failed in this rap game, you ain't this, you can't sell out shows. Talked about the area code he lives in. He's modest with the lifestyle and things of that nature. Well, Drake was really turned up about it. Obviously, he was in his feelings to type that long message out. Joe responded and said, hey, you'll grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. And Joe had also responded to some people on Twitter who had said, Joe wants Drake to be an official old nigga. Joe said, no, I want him to dictate. That's it. Say it with love. Then he responded to, I hope this gets you back in the studio, though, at Joe Budden. Joe said, don't wait on it, buddy. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. It's layers to the conversation, bro. I understand why Drake would be upset and feel a way about what Joe was saying because it went viral. Every blog, every hip-hop outlet that got a following was reposting different clips of it. And Drake probably not even more so concerned with the music critique, It was him talking about him messing with the young girls and trying to fit in with the young niggas, questioning his lifestyle. Of course, Joe, he probably felt the way about the music too, but he might would have let that ride. But when you package all of it up, I can understand why Drake would feel away. But Joe, as y'all heard right there, gave Drake the credit. Hey, overall, it's a cool album. I like it. But this is about the expectations that Joe puts on Drake. And that's because he's always said Drake was the top nigga. He said, hey, the other niggas is in that field that having to move with the time. They don't dictate too much like Drake does to where they gotta go fit in with niggas. Drake don't gotta fit in with niggas. You are the fit in. You are the nigga that everybody wanna get next to. Now it's coming off as you wanna get next to everybody else, and it's blatant at this point from what Joe Budden is pretty saying. But he said he liked the album. Now, when it comes to him and Drake, my first time seeing a situation was back in the game and everything like that, like whenever Views dropped. And I think that kind of shifted the Joe Budden podcast in my direction a little bit because I started seeing those clips. But Joe is not just skimming through the music. And we skim through things online at times and people don't really get it. Now, we know in this world you give your honest opinion on something, niggas gonna feel a way about it. The Drake album is not trash to me. I see a lot of people saying it's trash, it's garbage. That's not that to me. The album, you can slide to it. It got some slaps on there that sound good in the car. Most definitely got a couple songs that I can see taking off in the club and everything like that. But in rap and hip hop, the more older you get, once you claim that GOAT title, once you claim that #1 spot and you that guy, our culture naturally puts expectations on you. And one of those expectations is seeing you grow as an artist and set new trends, new tones, or make us walk away with something that we got to think about. Didn't really get that from this Drake album. It was more of, hey, we rapping with the guys. I'm rocking with Lil Yachty. I got Sexy Red on here. I got two SZA tracks on here. J. Cole and him got on one. J. Cole went all the way up and displayed in full detail what he about. Chief Keef on there. Party Next Door on there. You know they gonna put something fly together. Yeet is on there, another younger guy. So it's like, it didn't feel like, oh, okay, nigga, you really just trying to go with this and you kind of trying to sound like them a little bit on some of these times when you rap it and everything fit more into their style. I think Ebro compared this to Drake bringing Cudi and them on Blueprint 3. Knock it off, Ebro. This is nowhere near the same, bro. Completely two different times, completely two different ways that they delivered the music. Jay-Z never tried to come in there and sound like Cudi, never, none of that. They came in together and collaborated, and he got on a Jay-Z song and did his own thing. This ain't that. But overall, man, the album, bro, calling it trash is disrespectful. People that really listen to what Joe Budden had to say, I feel, in its entirety. So it got taken out of context a little bit. But I do understand Drake seeing that clip why he would turn up on it. And then it makes sense at the end of the day, it's going to push the album to the conversation even more. We clicking, watching, talking about it, and going and listening to it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming for Shit Show. Stay on your pivot.